all charges or ongoing criminal trials or pending trials before the courts martial involving civilians must immediately cease.
This was the verdict by the Supreme Court last evening. Now, the legal team representing retired Colonel Dr. Kizza Besigye and his aide Obeid Lutale says following the ruling, continued detention of their clients is extrajudicial.
As of yesterday, the 31st of January, the continued incarceration of Dr. Besigye, Obeid Lutale, and the no activists is unconstitutional, is illegal, so they are being held extrajudicially. And I'm sure they want to tinker with the decision to find a way of how they are going to circumvent it, to continue imprisoning Dr. Besigye illegally and all these other activists.
Arias Lukwago says, as a legal team, they are now to mount pressure on government to ensure the judgment is enforced and implemented, with a meeting organized on Monday morning to harmonize the next course of action.
Together with the other leaders at Katonga, we are going to assemble at our offices there and work out modalities of ensuring that there is compliance with the Supreme Court decision, particularly causing the release of Dr. Kizza Besigye, Obeid Lutale, and other political prisoners or prisoners of conscience, because now their continued incarceration is illegal, is not in any way sanctioned by law. The orders of remand have been quashed. They were remanded by the General Court Martial. Now the Supreme Court has unequivocally issued directives quashing the proceedings, quashing the remand warrants, and therefore there must be unconditional release.
Lukwago has also vowed not to go to the General Court Martial on Monday when their clients are expected to reappear there for mention of their case.
So we cannot be seen to acquiesce in illegalities being perpetrated by the disciplinary committee of the UPDF, not the General Court Martial. The General Court Martial, as it were, as you knew it before, is no more. So what we have probably in a different shape is a disciplinary committee which is supposed to handle matters involving discipline of the UPDF. So how can I rob as an advocate and I appear before Robert Freeman Mugabe, a chairperson of a disciplinary committee of UPDF? That would be an insult in my 26th year of practice.
But what does the UPDF have to say about the Supreme Court ruling?
Well, the army is a law-abiding institution. The UPDF respects the law, and since the Attorney General that had appealed, we shall wait for the guidance of the Attorney General. Were you aware that the UPDF Act is indeed under amendment? The bill is before Parliament, so what they are recommending is already being done.
In the meantime, President Museveni has commented on the Supreme Court ruling, saying while it was a setback for the General Court Martial, there were lots of positives which would be considered. In a statement released from his social media accounts, President Museveni says, first, Justices Chibita and Mujenyi sided with the logic that we the simple people understand and supported. Secondly, the Chief Justice ruled that the court-martial could be used if some adjustments are done here and there. I salute the contribution. Even the others who ruled against us had some interesting comments that will be followed up that point towards rationalization in the procedure of trying civilians in the military courts. I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV Weekend Edition.